Visitation at Falls Park rose rapidly as the water level in the Big Sioux River. Visitor numbers increased 80% during that first weekend of flooding. And the numbers have since been leveling off. But as Perry Groten reports in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, the early surge signals a strong summer tourism season for the city.
The churning water of the Big Sioux remains an impressive sight long after the river's crest, dazzling Falls Park visitors like Jane and Dale Honeycutt of California.
We don't have the beautiful rivers in Southern California that the Midwest and then the further east have. So it's always just really fun, and this rock is just fantastic.
The Honeycutts heard through word of mouth about the roaring current of the falls.
When you come from out of town, you end up talking to the waiters and whatnot, and I mentioned to him that we were staying downtown and that we've walked along the river, and I go, but there isn't a falls. And he goes, well, yeah, there is. He says, yeah, you just didn't walk far enough.
Plenty of visitors have been walking through the park since the Big Sioux first went out of its banks. The visitor center counted more than 3,400 people on the first Saturday of flooding, an 80% increase from a typical weekend day. And that's not counting the drive-by looky-loos.
There were lines and lines and lines of traffic of people just driving through, so I'm sure it was even more than 80% if we would have really gotten down to it.
The visitor center staff bought this stitch counter used for crocheting and converted it into a people counter. Every time a person walks through the doors, they just push the button and keep tally. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. During that first weekend of flooding, they were pushing it nonstop.
Those clicks included visitors from across the pond.
We had a group, cinematographers from UK, that came in on Tuesday, and they went up and did some viewing from the tower and then on the grounds.
Others had a much shorter distance to travel to see the falls, including a family from Aberdeen.
We saw it on TV, and we saw how pretty it was, even as flooded as it was. So we just decided to stop again.
And because it doesn't happen very often, you just want to, witness it yourself and see.
Experience Sioux Falls isn't surprised by the surge in park visitors.
It's like when Winter Wonderland first starts up, the numbers go way up. This was a different sort of wonderland, shall we say.
But Schmidt is concerned that flooding in other parts of South Dakota might keep some visitors from coming to Sioux Falls.
People who haven't been here before may not understand geographically that Sioux Falls is in the southeast corner, that we have the falls, that everything is okay.
Schmidt says the tourism season was already off to a strong start before the flood and expects that momentum to last through the rest of summer. She says Falls Park has an allure all of its own that will keep visitors streaming in even as the water recedes.
You listen to it, you watch it, and then you watch people, and especially children. They're in awe over the water that comes down.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry Groten.
Experience Sioux Falls says that the visitor count during the weekend of June 21st through the 23rd made up a quarter of all visitors during the entire month.